Lege via loot. What's cracking, Rev? Where have you been hiding? What have you been hiding? What have you been doing? Tell us everything. Tell us. We need to know. Oh wow, the entire team is in the city. I don't think I've ever seen it before. Literally the entire team is in the city. It's like we're playing worms, you know? And there's like one big worm. It's literally like in the worms game. And this medved is gonna pen me with standard ammo too, I think. What do you want, Chrysler? That medved is pretty bad. Hello, Kiko, what's cracking, man? What's cracking, brother? Okay, let me shoot this guy too, because it's kind of annoying. Tiger, okay. There have been so many and alphas a lot of days per week. Ooh. And if it's streamed, if it's in the free time, it's been drawing in gym. That's good, man, keeping yourself healthy. All good. Keeping yourself healthy, brother. Now he started pinning me too. I don't like it. You're getting 50-50. Yeah, at least you don't need to go all the time, right? That would suck. Old time prisons would really suck. Kinda wanna push it and farm that tiger. That tiger is juicy. The question is, can I... Oh yeah, he's coming up, nice. Hehehe. Hey there, tiger. I need damage, brother. I wish this tank would, like, you know, be able to like lift and lower more with siege mode. So you can get like a lot more benefit from the siege mode, but like, to be honest, I don't even know why they put siege mode on this tank, because like it doesn't really benefit the tank too much, right? Unlike other tanks that can like lower their guns and lift it like a lot, this one doesn't really seem to be able to. Maybe because the tank is kind of tall, right? The tank is tall and the turret is like not at the front of the tank, it's like further in the back. Yeah. It definitely doesn't get like full benefit of the siege mode. So I'm kind of wondering why they put it there in the first place. Just so it has another gimmick, I guess, I don't know. Then that contra pushed so badly there. Let's go. Let's try to farm a little bit more damage. If I can. I wonder, can I go in these bushes? Oh, never mind. I'm dead. Damn, I got bamboozled by these guys. Crap. I got totally bamboozled. Totally bamboozled, man. They've been hiding in all the bushes, shit. Ooh, I'm so dead. I'm hanging on by a thread here. Basically. If the Uras goes there, I'm dead. I thought they were all still in the corner, but they're like chilling here. I got bamboozled. At least I bounced a little bit this game, right? But I need to stay like this, because I need to have cover from there and from here. And hope nobody like goes to the extremes of the buildings, you know? So is anybody gonna push? Pushy pushy. I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place, man. There's the Tortellino. I mean, I could have used this opportunity to run away, but what's the point, right? One, two, three. I wish somebody would like start pushing those so we can do something instead of just waiting. That'd be great. Because we got so many tanks just waiting here. Come on and just push. Somebody pushy push, please. Oh. Okay, the turtle drowned. Cool. It makes sense. Camp whole game in a bush in the base and then drown. It makes perfect sense, of course I know. Makes perfect sense. Still waiting for somebody to move, but it doesn't look like it's gonna happen.
Welcome to the bee's knees.
Thanks for all the content, Aussie, YouTube and all.
Thank you very much for the support, Phoenix. Appreciate it, man. Sanadati Lumabini, thank you. Thank you very much. Let's go for this Udis pocket. Oh, he did. There's still a Shito somewhere there. I'm gonna go in just to get some assist damage. If I die, I die. I don't care. I'm going for that assist damage. Well, as you can see, the tank is not that slow, you know? The playstyle is almost identical to the turtle, but the tank is not that slow. But of course it pays without with the armor. It doesn't have the armor is not as reliable as the turtle. Mainly because the model of this tank, like, it's pretty flat. You know, it's not as angled as a turtle. So it is what it is. Well, there we go. We have a decent game with the Turm also for the review. Alrighty then. So, how are we doing credit-wise? We did 4k damage and 600 assist, and we made 58k credits. I think I fired a lot of gold ammo though. Yeah. That might be the problem. I fired a lot of gold ammo. I was shooting a lot of heat. Because otherwise, like, the ammo for this tank is not really that expensive. It's only 828 for a shell. Yeah. I think the credit gain with this tank is decent. But like I said, we fired a lot of guilds, so that definitely cut through the profits. Yeah. So let's break it down. The playstyle of this tank is almost identical to the one of the turtle, right? With a couple of differences. This tank is more of a jack of all trades. That's good and bad, right? The good thing is it does everything okay-ish. The bad thing is it doesn't do anything like super good. And why I said it? Well, the armor is not as reliable. You know, I mean, I can't say the turtle armor is that reliable, but I think this one is like less reliable. As you can see, it's pretty flat, right? Not much angling going on here. Like, even if you try to use your siege mode and maybe try to angle it, it's not gonna work. You can't even do that because the siege mode doesn't really allow this tank to like lift that high anyway, so careful with the armor. It's it's not super reliable. It will bounce, as you saw, you know, as long as tier 8 tanks. Basically, if you get into tier 9 and tier 10 games, you're not gonna bounce anything. If you're top tier, you can bounce tier 8 tanks as long as they don't shoot gold ammo, right? Like, as long as their penetration is like limited to like 250, it's okay. Just be wary that the lower plate is like 200 armor and the upper plate is like stronger. So as long as not more than 250 pen shoots you, might be okay, depending how RNG likes you. So yeah, the armor is not the greatest, but the mobility is decent. Like 40 kilometers top speed, 42 kilometers top speed. It's actually fairly mobile for whatever it offers. And I don't know if you noticed or not, the tank actually has a siege mode. Don't know why they added the siege mode to this tank. I can't really say it adds much value to the tank because the tank is kind of tall and the turret is mounted. Well, if the turret would have been mounted like more in the front here, that definitely would have had like more value. But because it's mounted in the back, you don't really get much benefit when the tank like lifts or lowers, you know? Very little benefit in terms of gun depression or elevation. So yeah, you really can't do like super duper, even though it says 12 degrees on paper, the tank is tall. You can't really like work ridge lines like you would with the Baron STRV, for example. It doesn't really work like that. So I gotta say, the siege mode doesn't really add much to this tank. Penetration is okay, you know, considering you gotta play this tank more up close and personal. 244, it's okay, you know. I would have preferred like better pen, but yeah. 244, 300 on heat. High explosive is, you know. The gun handling is decent. It's definitely not the best gun, but then again, I'm not really using any gun handling equipment unless you count the turbo. So the gun is good for what it offers, right? If you want to go ahead and like put rotation device or something, the gun is even going to be better. So the gun is good. The alpha is was okay. You know, rate of fire okay. DPM was okay, no problem. Like I said, credit gain seems to be decent too. Camouflage wise, if you're stationary, it has decent camo too. But I don't know if this tank is like that much of a sniper, to be honest. It's more of a something in between brawler, maybe sniper if you need to, you know. But it has camo too in case, you know, you want to snipe with it. The downside of this tank, though, another downside is it doesn't really have V-range, so that's why I have two setups, one with optics and one with hardening. Because even with optics, I got like 465 V-range. The V-range is pretty crappy, so definitely I recommend two setups, one with hardening and one with optics. But overall, it is a balanced tank. I like playing it, you know, it's fun to play for me. But it's a jack of all trades. It's not really gonna dominate games or anything, right? For example, I farm a lot better damage with a turtle than I could with this tank. Turtle's a lot better at farming damage. This is more of a, like, as a jack of all trades. Good at everything but master of nothing, so, you know, it plays the same like the turtle, but it's more of a medium-ish TD, something like in those lines. Yeah, it's fun to play though, you know, especially if you're top tier. Well, mostly if you're top tier. If you get tier 9 and 10 games, it's not fun to play because you die fast. So yeah, it's a decent tank. As long as you hide the lower plate, you shouldn't have like much trouble like playing it. So this tank could be good for all skill levels. Yeah, decent tank.